I know. A face reveal. Kind of crazy, right? But instead of this face reveal, I think we got something a little bit more important to talk about. Because what is Triple H's plan, right? I feel like as a fan, I feel like I put a lot of trust into Triple H. We've definitely had a better product, right? I'm not even going to act like the product is trash with Triple H at the helm. I mean, if anything, like over the last 3 years, I would say, or I guess you could say the last 2 years, we've had more moments to look back on than we had 2 years ago, right? And some of these moments take place on Raw, SmackDown, not even all the pay-per-views, right? The biggest one obviously would be the Royal Rumble last year. But I just have questions for where we're going, right? The first thing I want to talk about is Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is now in the Bloodline story. For those who did or did not watch Monday Night Raw this past Monday, Sami, he's pretty much telling Jay, this isn't your fight. You don't have to worry about this. Like, you don't have to go back into the situation that they essentially, yanked themselves out of, being manipulated by Roman, taking on all this bullshit by the other Usos when, not by the other Usos, but by the other, Bloodline members and Solo and Jimmy at one point, because obviously Jay faced his brother at Mania this year. We don't talk about that. But, Sami's just saying, this isn't your fight. You don't have to do this. And later on in the show, Jimmy finds Sami talking to Solo after Jay said that he wouldn't understand because you're not family. So now it's like, okay, since that was kind of where they left off on Monday Night Raw with the Bloodline story, that 100% tells me that Sami is going to be at Crown Jewel tomorrow. Now, I don't have a problem with Sami being at Crown Jewel tomorrow, but the only reason why Sami is in this story alone is because we know he's going to be at Survivor Series. He's going to be on someone's War Games team, right? And yes, this is great. You don't go the predictable route in terms of like Roman's running out of options and, Jay says, oh, I got somebody I could call Oos. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't go like that. However, say Sami does join Solo's bloodline, right? Roman and the Usos is only 3 people. Because we know damn well Paul Heyman's not walking into the... I mean, come on, right? That doesn't make a lot of sense. But if they don't... Typically, I'm only saying this because over the last few years, or 2 years at least, WWE has been doing the 5-on-5 War Games. Now, this isn't to say that they can't switch it up for the storyline and, you know what I mean, not add guys unnecessarily, which was my fear about a month ago, right? Because when you got Roman tagging with Cody, hugging and kissing with this guy, I mean, I'm automatically thinking like, good Lord, this dude's about to be a part of the War Games match, which makes no sense to me, right? But yeah, say, it's Tama and Tonga, Jacob, Solo, Sami, right? That would be a crazy plot twist. Who are the other 2 members that Roman and the Usos could bring in? I mean, they obviously could bring in, 2 other family members. I don't know if Zilla's a part of I think he's a champion of another indie, company or something like that, which is cool. But I mean, like, I just don't see him coming right now, right? And if anything, I would have saw him joining the new bloodline so that could be their 5th member. But then once again, if Sami was to join the OG bloodline, they still would need another person for a 5-on-5. So my only question is, what are we doing when it comes to this? I would like to know, not that there's super uncertainty, but like, I mean, it's only because they've been showing us that they do 5-on-5. So obviously they could just go with a 4-on-4, but I'm just really wondering, is that the direction we're going in? And if not, you only have 4 weeks essentially, or like 4 weeks including today, which was a tape show from last week, which is why we saw the bloodline talking, which is what I'm about to get into right now. You only got about 4 weeks to get that situated, and bringing in 2 new guys in 4 weeks, like having to introduce us to them, see why they need to be in a War Games match to show us that they're going to be as dangerous as the, Solo's bloodline. Like, that's not enough time to me, right? So that really just leads right into the next thing, right? So tonight, I'm pretty sure everyone's seen the rumors at this point, or the spoilers. If you're on Twitter, if you're not, I mean, God bless you. You might want to leave this video or scrub like 2 minutes, right? Jay was seen throwing up the ones in the middle of the ring with Roman and Jimmy. Why? What is he doing? What are they doing? What are they doing with Jay? People already feel like this is a little bit rushed, which I do agree to a smidget of a degree. Only because, the only reason why I disagree is because this is continued on Raw and SmackDown. Now, if this only continued on SmackDown, if anything, it would have extended out its time period because it's not happening on 2 shows a week, right? But this is the problem, right? Like, Jay saw Roman in the parking lot and Roman said, you know, we're proud of you. The whole family, we're proud of you. That's cool, but like, you need to apologize to that man. Granted, I don't know how the whole promo is gonna go on, you know, SmackDown tonight. I don't know if he's gonna say yeet or no yeet to something, but to me, that is not enough. Roman put Jay and Jimmy to that extent, you know, through hell and high water. They finally break away from the bloodline. Obviously, Jimmy, he got executed out and came back at Bad Blood last month. But, you know, they got out of the situation. Jimmy coming to his aid, okay, that's cool, because Solo kicked your ass in April, right? So why not come back doing the same thing? But Jay left on his own. Now, if he's going to do this because of his brother, that's one thing, right? But is that what they're doing? There's no way I'm throwing up the ones in the middle of the ring with Roman next to Jimmy without an apology, without an acknowledgement. Like, I don't know. That just doesn't correlate to me. And my one problem with that is Jay should have been champion during this. There's no reason why. No reason. Like I told you on the last Fazos Thoughts, right? There's no reason why Jay couldn't hold the title during this feud. Now, yes, it creates bad blood between him and Bloodline 2.0. You know, if anything, Solo tried to help this guy ringside. So, you know, Solo might really look at him like, yo, like, I really tried to help our bloodline. Which in reality, if he says that, he's not wrong, right? But, yeah, man, Braun Breaker's not defending the title tomorrow. And I doubt that they're going to defend it on Survivor Series. And if they do, it's only because they're defending the U.S. title tomorrow at Crown Jewel. So it would make sense on why they need one mid-card than the other, right? Other than that, that title is going to get defended on Monday Night Raw. It just, I just don't know what the plan is moving forward. And I also just don't know if that's the greatest story that they could tell. I don't know if we're going to see Rock before the Royal Rumble. I think that's the next time we see Rock, if I'm being honest. Or hell, maybe even the first Raw in January on Netflix might be when we see Rock. But I just don't know. I don't know what they're doing with that situation. I really don't. And the last thing I want to touch on is the women's division. We love NXT. We love NXT, right? I love what I see on NXT. If you know, you know, right? But at the same time, Shawn Michaels books that women's division way better than Triple H does his own women's division. For those who did or did not watch NXT this past week, the NXT parking lot claimed another body in Rhea Ripley. This just lets me know that Rhea's going to have to come back and beat Liv's ass. I'm tired of this Judgment Day story. I'm tired of the Judgment Day story with Finn and Finn and Damian Priest. Why didn't Finn come out to help out his folks the other night? I don't really know why. Maybe they got something cooking with that. But yeah, the women's division right now, Raw was 3 hours and they weren't on the show. Now Raw is 2 hours and we're getting Liv Morgan on the show every week, which is fine. She's the women's champion. But can we get her in something? Right? She obviously has the shit going on at Crown Jewel, but I feel like once again the same thing that happened with Rhea. Liv is out there because Dom's walking out there. That makes no sense. You're the women's world champion. At this point, you should just be. Why isn't she in a 7-minute match kicking somebody's ass? Like, I understand that you want to preserve the champions for when you need them, but I just don't think it makes sense to just trot these dudes out here for nothing. And now that Rhea's out of the picture, it'll be interesting to see what they do after Crown Jewel tomorrow when she inevitably loses to Nia Jax, because she's not winning. But yeah, face reveal, Fazos Thoughts. This is probably what, episode 16, 17, I don't know. But let me know if y'all like this format of video. Let me know, am I wilding in the comments? Am I bugging? Am I overreacting? Let me know. I don't think I'm overreacting. I just like good quality television. And I feel like we're risking not having that by cramming in this bloodline situation before Survivor Series. So let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Fazo the Great One. And I'm out, bruh.